Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A body of students who graduate together. The class of 97. People having the same social, economic, or educational status. The working class. Arrange or order by classes or categories. How would you classify these pottery shards? Are they prehistoric? Education imparted in a series of lessons or meetings. Flirting is not unknown in college classes. A body of students who are taught together. Early morning classes are always sleepy. A collection of things sharing a common attribute. There are two classes of detergents. A league ranked by quality. He played baseball in Class D for 2 years. Biology, a taxonomic group containing one or more orders. Elegance in dress or behavior. She has a lot of class. A body of students who graduate together. She was in my year at Hohandle High. A period of time containing 365, or 366, days. She is 4 years old. A period of time occupying a regular part of a calendar year that is used for some particular activity. A school year. The period of time that it takes for a planet, as, e.g., Earth or Mars, to make a complete revolution around the Sun. A Martian year takes 687 of our days. People having the same social, economic, or educational status. People having the same social, economic, or educational status. People having the same social, economic, or educational status. An abstract place usually conceived as having depth. A subpopulation divided into a stratified sampling. One of several parallel layers of material arranged one on top of another, such as a layer of tissue or cells in an organism or a layer of sedimentary rock. Keep company with, hang out with. Arrange or order by classes or categories. Arrange or order by classes or categories. How would you classify these pottery shards? Are they prehistoric? Assign to a class or kind. Declare unavailable, as for security reasons. Treat differently on the basis of sex or race. Act as a barrier between. Stand between. Have the connection undone, having become separate. Arrange or order by classes or categories. Become separated into pieces or fragments. Separate into parts or portions. Discontinue an association or relation. Go different ways. The couple separated after 25 years of marriage. Force, take, or pull apart. He separated the fighting children. Divide into 2 or more branches so as to form a fork. Make a division or separation. Go one's own way. Move apart. The friends separated after the party. Standing apart. Not attached to or supported by anything. A house with a separate garage. Mark as different. Come apart. The two pieces that we had glued separated. A separately printed article that originally appeared in a larger publication. A garment that can be purchased separately and worn in combinations with other garments. Divide into components or constituents. independent, not united or joint. A problem consisting of two separate issues. Separated according to race, sex, class, or religion. Separate but equal. An operation that segregates items into groups according to a specified criterion. The bottleneck in mail delivery is the process of sorting. Arrange or order by classes or categories. Examine in order to test suitability. A category of things distinguished by some common characteristic or quality. An approximate definition or example. She wore a sort of magenta dress. A person of a particular character or nature. What sort of person is he? Make free from confusion or ambiguity. Make clear. Arrange or order by classes or categories. Punish in order to gain control or enforce obedience. General line of orientation. The river takes a southern course. Construction. A layer of masonry. A course of bricks. A connected series of events or actions or developments. The government took a firm course. As might be expected. A mode of action. If you persist in that course, you will surely fail. A body of students who are taught together. Education imparted in a series of lessons or meetings. He took a course in basket weaving. Move along, of liquids. A line or route along which something travels or moves. The course of the river. Facility consisting of a circumscribed area of land or water laid out for a sport. The course had only 9 holes. Hunt with hounds. He often courses hares. Move swiftly through or over. Part of a meal served at one time. She prepared a 3-course meal. Education imparted in a series of lessons or meetings. An integrated course of academic studies. Education imparted in a series of lessons or meetings. The visual appearance of something or someone. A perceptual structure. The composition presents problems for students of musical form. The phonological or orthographic sound or appearance of a word that can be used to describe or identify something. The inflected forms of a word can be represented by a stem in a list of inflections to be attached. Make something, usually for a specific function. Any spatial attributes, especially as defined by outline. Establish or impress firmly in the mind. A body of students who are taught together. Create, as an entity. Social groups form everywhere. Biology. A group of organisms within a species that differ in trivial ways from similar groups. A category of things distinguished by some common characteristic or quality. Sculpture is a form of art. A life-size dummy used to display clothes. Develop into a distinctive entity. Alternative names for the body of a human being. The spatial arrangement of something is distinct from its substance. To compose or represent. This wall forms the background of the stage setting. Give shape or form to. Form the young child's character. Physical chemistry. A distinct state of matter in a system. matter that is identical in chemical composition and physical state and separated from other material by the phase boundary. A mold for setting concrete. They built elaborate forms for pouring the foundation. An ability to perform well. He was at the top of his form. An arrangement of the elements in a composition or discourse. The essay was in the form of a dialogue. A particular mode in which something is manifested. His resentment took the form of extreme hostility. A printed document with spaces in which to write. He filled out his tax form. Assume a form or shape. The water formed little beads. Assign a rank or rating to. Assign a grade or rank to, according to one's evaluation. Grade tests. The height of the ground on which something stands. The base of the tower was below grade. A number or letter indicating quality, especially of a student's performance. Grade a milk. A degree of oblaut. A body of students who are taught together. 1/100th of a right angle. A relative position or degree of value in a graded group. Lumber of the highest grade. A position on a scale of intensity or amount or quality. A moderate grade of intelligence. A variety of cattle produced by crossbreeding with a superior breed. Determine the grade of or assign a grade to. Level to the right gradient. The gradient of a slope or road or other surface. The road had a steep grade. A collection of things sharing a common attribute. A general concept that marks divisions or coordinations in a conceptual scheme. A social unit living together. He moved his family to Virginia. People descended from a common ancestor. His family has lived in Massachusetts since the Mayflower. A loose affiliation of gangsters in charge of organized criminal activities. A person having kinship with another or others. He's family. An association of people who share common beliefs or activities. The message was addressed not just to employees but to every member of the company family. A collection of things sharing a common attribute. Primary social group, parents and children. He wanted to have a good job before starting a family. Biology, a taxonomic group containing one or more genera. Sharks belong to the fish family. A group of ships of similar type. One of the portions into which something is regarded as divided and which together constitute a whole. The BBC's engineering division. The act of dividing or partitioning. Separation by the creation of a boundary that divides or keeps apart. Discord that splits a group. A league ranked by quality. A unit of the United States Air Force usually comprising 2 or more wings. An administrative unit in government or business. An arithmetic operation that is the inverse of multiplication. The quotient of 2 numbers is computed. An army unit large enough to sustain combat. 2 infantry divisions were held in reserve. Biology. A group of organisms forming a subdivision of a larger category. Botany. Taxonomic unit of plants corresponding to a phylum. The act or process of dividing. The act of gathering something. A group of persons together in one place. The social act of assembling. Sewing, consisting of small folds or puckers made by pulling tight a thread in a line of stitching. A system of components assembled together for a particular purpose. Several things grouped together or considered as a whole. A group of persons together in one place. The social act of assembling. The common people generally. Power to the people. The body of citizens of a state or country. The Spanish people. Fill with people. Stalin wanted to people the empty steppes. Furnish with people. Members of a family line. His people have been farmers for generations. Plural. Any group of human beings, men or women or children, collectively. Old people. Place into or assign to a category. Children learn early on to categorize. Place into or assign to a category. The activities of educating or instructing. Activities that impart knowledge or skill. The profession of a teacher. Pedagogy is recognized as an important profession. The principles and methods of instruction. The activities of educating or instructing. Activities that impart knowledge or skill. The United States federal department that administers all federal programs dealing with education, including federal aid to educational institutions and students, created 1979. The result of good upbringing, especially knowledge of correct social behavior. The activities of educating or instructing. Activities that impart knowledge or skill. He received no formal education. Knowledge acquired by learning and instruction. It was clear that he had a very broad education. The gradual process of acquiring knowledge. Education as a preparation for life. The profession of teaching, especially at a school or college or university. The activities of educating or instructing. Activities that impart knowledge or skill. The profession of a teacher. He prepared for teaching while still in college. A doctrine that is taught. The teachings of religion. The activities of educating or instructing. Activities that impart knowledge or skill. Good classroom teaching is seldom rewarded. The profession of a teacher. Computer science. A line of code written as part of a computer program. A message describing how something is to be done. The activities of educating or instructing. Activities that impart knowledge or skill. Our instruction was carefully programmed. Request for a sum of money. Several things grouped together or considered as a whole. The act of gathering something together. A publication containing a variety of works. Several things grouped together or considered as a whole. The act of accumulating. An increase by natural growth or addition. Finance. Profits that are not paid out as dividends but are added to the capital base of the corporation.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.